Dateline Washington, Wednesday, 3 September. Senator Mike Lee and Representative Greg Steube introduced a bill this week which quickly passed both houses of Congress and then was signed into law by President Donald Trump, returning the Department of Defense to its original and proper and correct name of the Department of War. Congressman Steube said in a statement, quote, "From 1789 until the end of World War II, the United States military fought under the banner of the Department of War. Thanks to their courage and sacrifice, the standard of excellence was established for all service members who followed in their footsteps." End quote. Rick Scott of Florida, one of the bill's Senate co-sponsors, said in his own statement, quote, "The United States military is not a purely defensive force. We are the most lethal fighting force on the face of the planet, and a restoration of the name Department of War reflects their true capabilities to win wars, not just respond when prodded." End quote. Now, there are some people out there, idiots I believe they're called, who think this doesn't matter, that it's just a bit of semantic wordplay, significant of nothing. And you know why they're wrong? Because it's fairly easy, here in the third decade of the 21st century, when our entire cultural and political discourse is warped and polluted by the linguistic tyranny of political correctness, to draw a line directly back to the National Defense Act of 1947 and say, yeah, that probably was the very first salvo in the political correctness wars, when, for no apparent reason, certainly no good reason, we renamed the Department of War to the Department of Defense, just because the word war made some Democrat members of Congress uncomfortable. And if the age of stupid, politically correct word games is ever going to end, as it desperately needs to end, if we are ever going to regain ownership of our own language and the ability to talk about things like normal, sane people, then we need to go back to the scene of the original crime and pull out that whole rotten weed, root, and stem. But the battle remains far from over, because what was the Illinois state legislature doing this week? Well, they were passing a bill that removes the word offender from their criminal statutes and replaces it with the term justice-impacted individual. Again, wish I was making this up, but I'm not.